For all things great iron and hard top, it's Kev Lou and Since the Sandbox.
What's up, everybody? We're back, and today I want to do things a little bit different. So come and join me for a little bit of a story time. So you guys know we've been doing a podcast for quite some time now, and a lot of you know us personally, and a lot of you don't. So I thought today's episode would be very interesting to explain how we got the name Since the Sandbox and how our podcast got started. So, we told you guys, September 1st, 2019, that's when we started this plan. Our first episode was out. It was published. But let's take it back before then, because that's how we really got started. So, out of the three of us, Lewis was actually the first person to start podcasting, and he started a individual show of his called Lou's Log. And what Lou did was he invited, just people on and just wanted to talk about football. I know Lou had CJ, shout out CJ from New York, CJ versus the world. Lou was also a contributor for Unwrapped Sports, so he had a lot of contacts in the podcast world already, and this was new to myself. So me and Lou, after Lou invited me on Lou's Log, decided that, we could hold conversations talking about football and, just talking about sports like we always have. So me and Lou were talking about this idea, and we pitched it to our friend Kev. You guys know Kev. Kev is crazy. He's always with us with his Buffalo Bills. But Kev pitched the idea of adding basketball. So when we kind of pitched that to Kev and he was down, it kind of gave us a framework for what we wanted the show to be. And all of our content is about football and basketball. And as we got more comfortable podcasting, we started to add some community things like our Since the Sandbox pop-up, our community toy drive, and just interviews that we do around the city. So, like I said, the three of us got started with the show. We agreed that we wanted to talk about football and basketball. And now we were at the hard part, right? Because coming up with a name is so hard. It's tough, especially when you want to make a podcast, because one, you have to make sure that you're not taking anybody else's that's already been done, doing, whatever. A lot of the sports headlines that you would like to do, like maybe field goal or third and goal or just things like that, they're all taken. So we decided to make the name about us instead of about what we do. And myself, Kevin and Lewis have been friends since the Sandbox, so we decided to call our podcast the Since the Sandbox podcast. Now, we've grown a little bit. We do a little bit more than just football and basketball, while that's what we specifically focus on. A lot more in 2022. We're going to be doing things around our community in East Boston. So, guys, I know it was a short story. I think it's a good story. So if you guys were ever curious on how we got the name Since the Sandbox, or how the podcast started, now you know. Guys, if you like this episode, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, follow. You know the deal for the podcast. Make sure you're giving us the 5-star reviews, because if it's not 5 stars, guys, we don't want it. And once again, this is another podcast episode that you'll be seeing on YouTube. All of our YouTube fans, make sure you like. Peace out, guys. From your favorite host, Steve Toro.
For all things great iron and hard top, it's Kev Lou and Since the Sandbox.